Hi guys, Sky News for some reason thought it'd be a good idea to invite on Boris Johnson Tory sycophants from the Spectator and the Sun, to talk about partygate. Both of them questioned here why those who breached lockdown rules during the pandemic are still being punished today. Now they pretend to be on the side of the public when in reality it's about protecting those at the top. And Harry Cole here asked for some kind of amnesty. Disgusting stuff. Have a listen.
Katy, do you think there's any merit to the police reopening any of these investigations?
I suppose the question is, what are you going to achieve? And is it the best use of police time right now? You think about all the problems in the country.
What do you mean, all the problems in the country? Is this a good use of police time? The police's job is to investigate crimes or breaches. That's their job. It doesn't matter if a period of time has passed. They're supposed to do that. Like, this is like saying, well, I was involved, I got drunk and I drove my car and I hit somebody or I damaged some property or something 2 years ago. But, 2 years have passed, so why are the police investigating me now? There isn't a statute of limitations on this that I know of.
I think what will lead some people to think they would is just a sense of injustice if you think there are different rules. If you think about all the lockdown prosecutions there were during that period, I think that's why people do it. But I'm not sure if right now it's the best use going forward.
If you look at the court lists, people are still getting prosecuted for stuff that happened in 2020, and if they dispute it, it goes to court. There's an argument, I think, is perhaps if you aren't going to pursue these high-profile ones, then why are you still pursuing the low-profile ones?
So his argument is, well, if you're pursuing the low-profile ones and not the high-profile ones, well, then you should just let it go. No, that's not the argument you should be making. You should be saying, why are we not prosecuting the high-profile ones? Why aren't you following up on those as well? Not, well, if you're not following up on the high-profile ones and you are on the low-profile ones, well, then just let everyone off. Back to my analogy. If I was driving while under the influence of alcohol and I broke the rules, we don't say, well, it happened 2 or 3 years ago, so let's just let it slide. No. Why are you saying this?
Could it be time for some form of amnesty where, pandemic, extraordinary situation, sunset that legislation and say,
These people don't care about the public. I think it's very important for people to understand this. This is about defending people like Boris Johnson or Rishi Sunak or their friends in politics. This is not about some sort of amnesty for the public. They don't care about the public. They pretend to care about the public, but this is about, look, let's just move on from this. People died, yes, whatever, okay, but that's all water under the bridge. That's what they're trying to sell to the public. That's what they're trying to sell to people in order to help their friends. These people are supporters of Boris Johnson, Rishi Sunak and the Conservative Party. And this is damaging to the Conservative Party. Boris Johnson's antics were both damaging to Boris Johnson, but damaging to the Conservative Party as well. Rishi Sunak would just like to move on from this. But it shows that the Conservative government was not prepared for this pandemic. A few years ago, there was Exercise Cygnus, which told the government, you need to invest in upgrading PPE. You need to buy new PPE. The one that you have is not fit for purpose or is out of date. And the following government ignored that advice. And then when the pandemic arrived, doctors, nurses, medical staff, carers had to use bin liners. But these people want you just to move on from that. Forget about it. It's all water under the bridge. It's about protecting the government, protecting the Conservative Party. They're charlatans. And, why the hell is Sky News inviting these people on? What do they add? Nothing. They take away from the discussion. They're trying to get their friends off the hook. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.